Hello, Bears fans. Welcome to the Bears News Fan Report. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our hot videos about the Chicago Bears. Now, let's get to what really matters. Chicago Bears, a team with history, but also with challenges. What do the next steps mean for the future of the franchise? We are on the brink of decisions that could shape the team's destiny in the coming years. The question hanging in the air is, are the Bears betting everything on choices that could either elevate the team or leave it in ruins? Rumors are circulating about a potential pick of Jimmy Horn Jr., a wide receiver from Colorado with an impressive 4.21-second 40-yard dash time. The question is, do we need more speed? We already have DJ Moore and Darnell Mooney as key pieces in the offense. The answer might be more complex than it seems. What can Horn's speed add to our offense? Could he be the missing piece to break down the rival defense? Or is he just a risk that might not fit into Caleb Williams' system? We have to think about this because in the end, what matters isn't just what he can do on his own, but how he fits into the whole team. Speaking of bold decisions, is the franchise really considering the return of Khalil Mack? The 34-year-old veteran has a legendary career, but can he still make a difference at the high level required by the NFL? Mack, in his last season, had only 6 sacks, and the idea of paying millions for a player who is no longer the same might be a risky strategy. The real question is, do the Bears need a veteran like Mack, or would it be wiser to invest in younger options that bring energy and potential for the future? In the end, nostalgia can be a dangerous trap. Now, speaking of tough choices, the departure of DeMarcus Walker was a bold move. The saving of $5.2 million is a good financial justification, but the impact on the field is more complex. Walker was a constant presence on the defensive line, with versatility and leadership. And now, without him, who will fill that spot? Can Monte Sweat carry the responsibility alone? Or did the Bears underestimate the need for depth on the defensive line? The loss of Walker is not just a financial decision. It's a risky bet on the future. Do the Bears really have a plan to fill that gap? With every decision, the future of the Bears is being shaped. Is the team on the right path? Or are we about to witness a big mistake? The options are on the table, and only time will tell if the choices made now will ensure a future of success or regrets. If you like this video and want to follow more exclusive content and analysis about the future of the Bears, subscribe to the Bears News Fan Report channel. Share your thoughts in the comments and join this discussion. Together, we'll follow every step of this journey. As a Bears fan, I understand the dilemma the team is facing. We are at a crucial point where many decisions could shape the future of the team. The idea of betting on Jimmy Horn Jr. is exciting because he brings impressive speed, which has always been vital in NFL play. The question, however, is whether we need that right now, considering we already have good receivers and the focus should be more on defense, especially after the departure of DeMarcus Walker. Khalil Mack, on the other hand, brings a heavy sense of nostalgia. But the reality is that he's no longer the player he was at the peak of his career. That makes me wonder if we're trying to revive the past instead of looking to the future. Of course, he was a legend, but the team needs young players with energy and the ability to take the team to the next level. Now, Walker's departure is, without a doubt, a big risk. The defensive line was already fragile, and he was an important piece, even if he wasn't the brightest. Without him, the pressure on the other players will increase considerably. But at the same time, I trust that the decision has a plan behind it, something we might not see now, but that will prove to be intelligent in the future. As a fan, I'm excited but also anxious. We want a competitive team, and the decisions being made right now will have a huge impact. If these bets pay off, the Bears could finally be back in contention for something bigger. But if they are poorly executed, another year of frustration is on the horizon. Hope is what keeps the fire alive. But of course, I hope to see the actions matching the expectations. The question of trusting the team's future is at play, and part of me understands the appeal of reliving what was good in the past, like Khalil Mack's return. Nostalgia is strong, especially for us fans who lived through the good times with him leading our defense. But rationally, I know we need fresh blood, players who can keep up with the pace of the modern league, with speed, agility, and game vision, instead of trying to revive the greatness of a distant past. As for Jimmy Horn Jr., it's a risky bet, but one that could be worthwhile if done strategically. The speed he brings could be the kind of difference maker we need for a team that already has good offensive pieces. However, he is an unknown, and we don't yet know if he will adapt quickly enough to such a competitive league like the NFL. And honestly, if I were the GM, I would prioritize other positions, mainly defense and the offensive line. The draft and trades are unique opportunities to build a more balanced team without having to put all the chips on a single player. Regarding DeMarcus Walker's departure, I can understand the financial logic behind the decision, but I also get the feeling that something will be missing on defense. His experience, even with a questionable performance, helped maintain the defensive line. Now, if we're going to rely on rookies to fill that gap, the pressure on them will be enormous. That could be a misstep, especially if injuries start to appear or if performance doesn't meet expectations. I know the team's rebuild takes time, and the decisions being made now could define the coming years. Maybe the Bears are betting on a long-term plan, but as a fan, it's hard not to want to see quicker results. We are all tired of waiting for a competitive team, and every move of the draft or free agency is a promise that we might finally take the next step. I hope the risk pays off, and that in the end, patience will be rewarded with a strong, united team ready to fight for big achievements.